So today we're cleaning dirt. I'm clearing off my property so that I can build a new workshop. And what happened is there was a big bank of dirt here that was just crap fill dirt, and there's still just a bit left. So as you can see, there's just chunks of dimensional lumber everywhere. And I raked most of that stuff off the top of it and put it into a big pile over here. And I decided, like, well, I got to get rid of this or be able to use this, but I got to get rid of all the roots and lumber and PVC pipes and whatever else was in there. So here's my pile of dirt that I scraped off. I mean, as you can see, it's just filled with all kinds of this crap here. And, you know, rather than picking it out one by one, you know, by hand like this all day and rake it and shovel it, well, we're going to put the tractor to work. So I started looking at ways to screen dirt, and of course they make machines for that are pretty expensive, and there are several DIY, you know, like one-time use type deals. That's what I decided to build. So here's what I came up. Here's my dirt screener. Now, lumber right now is really expensive. Like a 2x4 is $5. So I didn't want to spend a fortune on it. I did have to buy 4 2x4s, and I used a couple other ones I had laying around. So the key thing here is I got a twin box spring for free off Marketplace. There's a lot on there, so that's an option. So I used it both because I wanted, you know, a metal frame of some sort that would kind of have some bounce to it that I could shake around, and then of course it has a wood frame. Also, it's just better than using, you know, buying lumber that I didn't have. So I have some leftover lumber, and then some I had to buy. So I got 20 bucks in lumber, $10 in a pound of deck screws. This was free. And then I spent, I believe, 30 bucks. This is 1 inch by 1/2 inch, I think 16 gauge rabbit fence from Tractor Supply. So it's 30 inches tall by 10 feet. So I have approximately 2 5-foot wide sections. I guess they gave me a little bit extra. The top one's like 5 foot. The bottom one is 5.5 feet, we'll say. Anyway, this is what I came up with. It's working pretty good so far. I might have to, I'm getting a little bit of contamination with this build, so I'm just gonna go, I think I have some more lumber laying around. I'm gonna put up in here to kind of keep the dirty dirt separated from the clean dirt. Other than that, it's working pretty well. Now I've seen some other ones on YouTube. I'm not like a total innovator on this, but I thought using the box spring was a good idea since it was cheap, and it kind of gives you something nice to put your fence on. So I just used stainless safety wire that you would use on a race car, and just wired it several places to the box spring. So it's working pretty good. I'll give you a quick demonstration. Alrighty, as you can see, we got this nice, beautiful dirt, nice soft, rolls up, good dirt. Then on this side, what fell off was rocks and roots and wood, junk. So it's working pretty good. My soil is just a little bit too wet for this, so it's kind of sticking, but it does okay. Now I could run all this stuff through a few times and keep separating it better. So I'll probably run all the dirt through at least twice, if not 3 times, just to keep sorting it out, get all the good soil out, because I do need fill dirt. no reason to pay to get rid of the stuff I have and then pay to bring more in. So all right, boys and girls, I put about 10 hours on the tractor screening some dirt. Maybe not that, maybe 8. But anyway, I came up, this is my clean dirt pile. And then I have my dirty dirt pile. So it's contaminated with all the lumber and roots and gravel, everything that I needed to filter out from the other dirt. So it's nice, I got it down. This pile is maybe like a quarter or a fifth the size of what everything was. So it was nice to get that cleaned up a bit. So now I'll be able to take that off site and dump it somewhere. And then I'll be able to use this dirt to fill my low spots. So the screener worked out great. He didn't break or anything. He's doing a great job. Just a process. If you make your own screener, you have to figure out what process works for you. I probably dumped, we'll say 5 or 6 buckets on it before it started backing up, and then I would clean out the dirt, and then I'd move the screener back 6 feet and then repeat the cycle. So that's what seemed to work out best for me. Play around with yours and see what works for you. Like I said, you can keep screening the dirt and keep getting more of the fine stuff out of it, but eventually it's diminishing returns. It takes longer and longer to get a bucket full of clean dirt. So I stopped where I did. So anyway, I'm happy. On to the next project. I think this big tree's coming down sometime soon. Pair of trees. So more trees to cut down. You didn't know that this was a chainsaw channel. Turns out it might be. Alright, that's it for now. Peace.